everyone, welcome back to Fastback Racing. My name is Jason, and today I'm here in the Shenandoah Valley National Park off of 211 East. So today I'm going to be doing my 2-year review of EcoBlue right there. So right now I'm just going to talk about some of the mods that I did. So yes, it's been over 2 years. I bought EcoBlue, well, I financed EcoBlue back in April, I think it's April 16th, 2020. And so I had EcoBlue for 2 years now, and some things changed. So as you can see, I got the EcoBlue, my license plate. And then since I sold Ruby, I put Ruby's wheels on that. So this is a EcoBoost. EcoBoost doesn't come with the GT. So I did upgrade to the GT brake calipers. I got a great deal. Someone was upgrading their GT brakes, I think to Brimbos, or like the 6 pistons. So I got those for $100. And I've done a lot of suspension mods. Can't really see. But yeah, so it does have the active exhaust. Kind of all over the place right now. So let me see if we can, I don't like getting on the ground because I'm obese and it's hard to get back up, but I have been losing weight. But that's another story for another day. This is about EcoBlue here. So I have, so right here is the Steeda ultralight jacking rails. I had that on my GT, and then I don't know. I guess we can't really see anything here. Let me see if I can try not to. But I do have a. The BMR in links for front and rear. BMR K member. I think I have UPR not in links. Oh man, I can't remember what they're called. Sorry. Vertical links. That's it. But yeah, I did. So that's kind of the right way to do suspension stuff, wheels and tires. Pop the trunk and I can show you some other things. The suspensions is the Ford Performance track pack suspension. All right, let me put this down real fast. All right. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so if you can see that that blue, so that's the rear, not the front sway bar. So that's the Ford Performance sway bar. I got the JTL cold air intake, And I do have a right there is the blow-off valve, Turbo Smart blow-off valve. I do have CV Fab's piping, and my friend who has a black EcoBoost 2017, he went and got the one that says like the 2.3 or the one for EcoBoost, so I got that for free. And I had another cow piece. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty, we'll just throw that out. But I also got let's see if we can, I don't think we can, Mishimoto radiator. I think you can. I do have a CV Fab intercooler, so it's down in there. I don't know if we can see it. Get back on the ground again. Yeah, it's somewhere underneath here. I did put a Steeda bar in here, which some things you just can't see. Well, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so that's what I've done so far. I do have a CV Fab catted downpipe that I haven't put on yet. Northern Virginia, you got to do that stupid emission, so I haven't had. I'm not in a hurry to put it on. Well, yeah, that's what I've done so far in 2 years for performance. And of course, suspension is going to give you better performance and everything. And then I did a video of what some of the things I'd done recently for my birthday inside. Let's see, let's just put that up there because I'll talk about those in a minute. So I did put, they're probably fake carbon pieces, but it's getting better. It kind of matches. This is I did not have a video on this, but I do have a video that I did for Ruby. It was a red one. So this is a carbon fiber white Madness Garage automatic shifter, and I like that piece. These are nice. And then these are probably carbon. These are light extended paddle shifter. I like that. So I'm trying to, you know, kind of spruce up the interior a little bit. It's a little messy in here, sorry. So that's what I've done so far for in the 2 years. Let me go ahead and close this down. I'm gonna put you on the ground for a minute. Ugh. Yeah. Wow. I didn't hurt myself. I'm just, that's my camera. All right. So there is still a couple things I have that I need to put on. Like I said, one of them is the CB Fab downpipe. The other, so I want to get rid of the Silver Horse right here, and I have the blackout ones for the car. silver horse right there. And then the last thing I need to do is put these spark plugs in. I got these from let's see, Tune Plus. They're already pre-gapped, and I just gotta install these and make a video. So I got a couple more modifications. Some of it's just performance and making the car look good. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the video inside and just go driving and talk about what it's been like for having this car. Sorry, gotta get all the motorcycles out of the way. Let me just move up here. So I'm gonna go talk about what it's like having EcoBlue for 2 years, and I have some stories. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, so this portion of the EcoBoost, my EcoBoost 2020 Mustang review, 2-year review. So this portion, we're just gonna talk about it. So I showed you some of the modifications that I've done, 2 more that I need to do, and so now I'm just gonna drive and talk. I mean, so I bought EcoBlue here in April of 2020. I had a daily. I had a 2015 Honda CRZ. It was white. It was nice. I was able to do a little bit of modifications, but the one thing that I wanted to do was put a Sprintec supercharger, but then Sprintec stopped making them, and my friend who had a black 2011 CRZ, he managed to scoop up one that was for sale by a private owner. And I'm having camera difficulties because I have it right at my AC vent. Go ahead. And and there goes my, having difficulties here. So I decided, I was looking at some other cars. Well, I basically was looking at an EcoBoost because my friend has a 2017 EcoBoost, which he made it go EcoBlue. So I was looking, and I traded that CRZ for EcoBlue here. So it did have the active exhaust and the entertainment system, so it does have the switches, which I like from my 2017. It's not a premium because it has the cloth seats, which is, in my opinion, a little bit better because you're not moving around with that. But those seats that was in Ruby that I used to have were so comfortable. This is, you're more stable in the cloth seats. So I got that. I think it was April 16th when I got the car, and the reason why I went with another Mustang with an EcoBoost is because, well, I knew that I could get there's plenty of aftermarket parts for this, and so I tried to do get some modifications, different ones, well, plus that I didn't have for my GT. I don't know how the lighting is. Anyways, so that was my journey. Through 2 years, I've done simple modifications, like I did suspension. I haven't done any tuning or upgrading the turbo or anything. I did do a CV Fab intercooler and a Mishimoto, I guess it's a radiator. So I have a story about the CV Fab intercooler. So I was going on this road and they were fixing it up, and you know, it wasn't level, and I was stupid, and I'm like, oh well, and well, it punched a hole in my AC condenser. So I had to go. I went to the Ford, and they're like, yeah, we want $1,300 to fix it. I'm like, nope. So what I did is I bought the condenser off of Rock Auto, and I went to my guy, Performance by Jack, that's in Sterling, Virginia. He's been doing all my stuff on my cars, so he's like, yeah, I had so he had to like modify the intercooler a little bit, and because in 2020 they used different Freon, he couldn't put his machine didn't use the Freon. So my friend had a buddy, he's like, oh, I could do it. So what we did, we got a converter, got the old Freon, and so now we're using, because it's cheaper, because the new Freon is, so I have AC. I went with a couple months without AC, and it happened in the summer, so that wasn't good. But it's been a really good daily driver. I'm going to switch over to the other side. And getting, I don't want to, trying to find the best way. Oh, slinking back. So yeah, that happened. Let's see. Oh, another story. So let's see. I think that happened. The condenser and CV Fab happened with the CV Fab intercooler puncturing a hole in the AC condenser. That happened in summer 2020. Ants. All right. I hope you get shot. But so that happened in 2020, summer 2020. I got it finally fixed. So if you do get the CV Fab intercooler, there's nothing wrong with it. I like it. Just know that you're gonna have to like modify a bracket to because it's too close to the condenser. And then so I've also I did track attack with this. I went September 2020. I went and went down to the mountains. I drove yeah, it was the end of September. I went down to the mountains down in Tennessee. went to Tell the Dragon. I drove to two abandoned racetracks that were in North Carolina, and it was the dirt one was amazing because I'm like, wow, they actually drove on this. And the other one they turned into a park, and it was a small oval racetrack that they used to race on that. And so I went down there, and then I went to Tell the Dragon and film. You know, just have a great week down there. And then it was awesome because it's like end of September, beginning of October, so there wasn't a lot of people there. I stayed in Pigeon Forge and just drove over that way, because it's about 45 minutes from Pigeon Forge to Tell the Dragon, and just having fun on the back roads. And then you know, this has been a great daily driver. Good gas mileage. So right now, so for most of the 2 years I had this car, I was driving on 87, which you lose a little bit of performance from a turbo car driving on 87. So I finally switched over to 93, and that's when the gas prices started going up. But I can't bring myself to go back to 87, because the car just feels so much better with 93 in it. And then so August, yeah, almost end of August of or middle of August, yeah, middle of August 2021, I got off work and I was heading down towards my grandma's, and on 95, it was like 2:30 or whatever, so there was a little bit of stop and go traffic, not too bad. And this white GMC Denali, he didn't stop and rear-ended me, and man, it smashed up the trunk and everything. I managed to still get to my grandma's, but what he did cost $7,000, like over $7,000 to fix the car. And luckily, well, he had Geico, so I just went through Geico. They paid it. I got a rental car. I drove. They gave me a Nissan Altima, which I can see why that thing goes pretty fast. It's basically peppy. It's zippy, or so. Yeah, and then I just been driving around, using it as a daily, and now it's my only car. And I love putting the bronze wheels that I had on Ruby, and it just feels good. The tires are Nittos, and since it's warming up, they just respond to the road really well. Oh, my arm's hurting just holding the camera. I should have I was trying to mount the camera, but I guess it's got too heavy. Anyway, so yeah, 2 years been good. If you keep it on 87, you get good gas mileage, but you're losing a little bit of performance. I believe 93 you still get good gas mileage. Yeah, I still have a couple mods. I do have a catted CV Fab downpipe that I haven't put on. I live in Northern Virginia, so they got the emission stuff. So I haven't put that on yet. I'm gonna switch over just a little bit since I'm at a stoplight. But yeah, great car. So I haven't done much. Like I did suspension work because that's what I like, this floatiness, and I didn't like the floatiness, and I like going around tracks. You know, this car's it's not going to be a straight speed car unless you get a built engine and you can get a bigger turbo. But I will say there's a couple things I didn't like. Oh yeah, also with the active exhaust, so the there's something, the actuator, so it was rubbing, the wires was rubbing on the metal, and it would lose connection, so I had to go get that fixed. But those were really the only problems I had. Like the AC condenser, that was my fault. The guy that reared in me, that was his fault. And then Ford, the active exhaust thing, that's Ford's fault, but that was an easy fix. But yeah, other than that, great car, get good gas mileage. Not like a Prius or anything, but who wants to drive a Prius? The one thing I really don't like is the hood. Not that the design, design is, yeah, I don't really care for the design, but that's not what I don't like about it. What I don't like about it, it's heavy. That hood is so heavy that I couldn't even put the MMD hood struts on this thing. It did not like it. It couldn't support it because the hood's so heavy. And I guess that's like some type of regulation, because the 2017 Mustang, the GT, that hood was lighter than this one. This one's just heavy. So if I ever do win the lottery and decide to keep EcoBlue, which I'm probably gonna keep, because I wouldn't mind putting a built engine and getting this thing up to 400 horsepower. Definitely gonna get a carbon fiber hood to lighten it. But yeah, so that's my review. Great 2 years. Had some ups and downs with it, but it's driving, and it's fun around mountain roads and track, and so I can't wait to have another 2 years or 3 or whatever. So I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.